Okay, something that I didn't say in this episode that I wanted to weave in is basically you can sell anything. You can sell anything. And it's like, think of it like this. Your skills are the modality in which you use to get people to their desired destination. And the business entity vortex that you build is simply whatever you feel like teaching and selling about. So take this marketing metaphor with you on this journey through this podcast episode. And again, this episode is for if you're like, I don't know what to sell, but there's a lot of different stages if I don't know what to sell, even if you know exactly what to sell or know exactly what you can sell. All the imposter syndrome and the self-doubt and the overthinking comes in, which is why I'm here for you and why Cosmic Biz is literally the most perfect place for you to be. But anyway, so the marketing metaphor, it's airplane versus destination. So you're not selling the airplane. The airplane is the modality in which you use. You're not selling Akashic records. You're not selling the psychic gifts. You're not selling the process in which you use to get people to the destination, right? You're selling the destination. So think of when you buy a plane ticket. You're not, I mean, I know they have these things now where you can get like a mystery plane ticket, but like, I'm sorry, I'm not paying a lot of money for that because I don't want to go to like, I don't know, freaking wherever the fuck if I'm trying to go to Bali, you know what I'm saying? So you're selling the destination. You're selling the result. This understanding can expand upon the possibilities in your business because you can apply your views and your skills and what you learn and how you process to sell anything that you believe in. I very much believe in women exploring entrepreneurship. And the tools in which I help you do that are all of the Kundalini, the healing work, my business expertise, my selling expertise. But if I was only ever talking about that and not talking about the desired end result, which is making money selling your spiritual work online, then no one's gonna give a fuck. No one's gonna buy anything. No one's gonna like invest with me to help them. And so I wanted to give you that metaphor because it's super, super helpful. And it's another way to say that. I got to think of some other metaphors, but that's it for now. Go listen. Always DM me with your questions. I love hearing from you. Cosmic Biz is an early bird, so hit me up. Links are in the show notes. I love you. Enjoy the episode. I hope by the end of it, you're like, oh my God, I want to sell. Bye. Okay, so I've gotten a lot of DMs with this question and I'm digging it. It's a good question and I find it very exciting and I think you'll be inspired to fucking sell something. Okay, I'm going to break it down though because it's a good question. And these are questions that I've been getting asked about Cosmic Biz. So my motto lately has been, we all have something to sell. And what does that mean? It means we all have a skill set that can solve a problem for someone or bring someone a step closer to something that they desire to manifest or create in their lives. So you notice I'm saying bringing someone closer to what they want to manifest. I'm talking 3D. I'm talking materialization. And this is a unique way that I do talk about sales and marketing when it comes to the chakra system, because so often as spiritual beings with these, kind of untangible skills like intuitive, Reiki, channeling, meditation, breath work, beyond quantum healing, and so on and so on and so on, we have difficulty describing how our work can help someone experience what they want in the lower chakra system. So this goes to sales psychology. So think of sales psychology where what's having you hit buy now? Hot take, it's not your higher self. Well, that's not a hot take, because I think hot take means it's like up for debate. I'm sorry, this isn't up for debate. Not with me. Your higher self gives no fucks about what, like hitting buy on the keyboard. Your higher self isn't scrolling. Those higher frequency energies, your higher self, your neutral mind, the flow of life can bring you to something tangible, but it is your job to channel that energy and take action, whether it be a step through the door of a yoga studio, whether it be to open a bank account, whether it be to press buy on an offer, because your lower chakra system, the human, the 3D, the wanting to manifest physical things, whether it's more money in your business, whether it's the soulmate client, whether it's a promotion, whether it's a new career path, a stronger body, a healed digestive system, like physical, tangible results. So you can refine, package, and market anything in exchange for money. I'm obviously talking about specific spiritual things. And in a conversation I was having with someone in my DMs, she was saying, she's like, I've got all these spiritual skills. Like, I could coach, I could mentor. I just don't really know how to monetize it. And she's also a nanny. And she said, she's like, I can say all day, life isn't what it seems. You're not who you think you are. Remember your power. And it's inspiring. And she's acknowledging, she's like, but that's not tangible. That's not sellable. Healing alone doesn't sell. So you have to make a choice. Do you want to come online and just share your inspiration and dance around and get validation and be seen and who knows? Who knows what can happen? Maybe you're the next big influencer. Maybe you get these brand deals. I don't know. Totally possible. I'm not saying not to do that. But if you intentionally want to come into the online space and create a business out of your work, then we got to talk marketing. We got to talk 3D, right? If you want money, we're talking in these lower energy realms. So, saying, remember who you are, your divine being, have fun is so inspiring. And I bet you see a lot of content creators making content out of these messages. Hundreds of thousands of followers. Maybe not, maybe 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe 100, whatever. Likely they're not selling that much. And I have an eye. I can see by someone's business model, messaging, how often they're selling, what's going on with the offers and price points, if they're actually making money. And once they do that for a while and they don't, then they kind of spin into the whole, they start to project anger and irritation from capitalism and not having the money that they want at other people, spiritual business owners who chose to monetize their shit and make money. Now, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. And that comes with a specific mindset. So if you're recognizing that you want to be an entrepreneur, all it means is starting to train your brain to see opportunity to create solutions and then monetize it. That's all it means. You're training your brain to recognize a problem or a pain point and use your skills, your confidence to create a solution and offer it for money. That's all it is. And then you take that idea and you set up a business structure and you continuously learn how to communicate, how to evolve, how to shift, how to sell, how to deliver transformation through whatever chosen modality it is. It really is that simple. Of course, it's always a learning experience, but it's not as complex as we make it. And I think where people get stuck is thinking that maybe you need to choose something and then you're stuck with it and it's like your niche and it defines you. No. So some examples for me through my life, let's do surf lessons, okay? So I surf. I'm a woman. There's not as many. And I started to see a lot of young girls wanting to learn to surf, not really knowing how. I thought of like, okay, when I first started surfing as a woman, what were my pain points? I was intimidated by men. I wanted to surf with other girls. I wanted to be taught by women. I wanted, I would have done well with one-on-one instruction, like whatever. So I created a surf school that spoke to those pain points. And I created a girls surf boutique lessons where it was one-on-one instruction at all times, all female instructors, all girl attendees. We did mother-daughter stuff. So you see how I sat, I observed, I thought about what are one of my skills? Surfing, great. How can I monetize that? And that's how I did it. And it did extremely well. Another example is nannying, okay? Nannying. Observing, going on interviews, looking at 𝗘𝗣𝗜𝗏𝗦, scrolling Facebook pages of nanny groups, seeing like what is happening here. What am I good at? Infants, newborns. Okay, what are the pain points of that for moms? Sleep, just needing time off. Obviously for working, that's a whole nother thing. But so I decided, okay, how can I invest in my skill set? I did newborn care specialist certification, started marketing myself specifically to do newborn care. And I started to highlight my skills that are good for that. Okay. My mindfulness, my yoga background, my experience with children, my certifications, my CPR certification, blah, blah, blah. And I started to refine that, market it, and speak to the desires of the families that I could help. You see what I'm saying? Completely different industries, service-based, yes, but completely different industries, but you see it's the same working of my mind. This is just entrepreneurial brain that I highly recommend. You can build it. I mean, that's why I'm here. It's because it comes very naturally to me. I've been doing it for a long time. I know how to monetize anything. So obviously, when I came online, my intention was to monetize. I was like, okay, this is an opportunity. I was nannying part-time. I was doing all my spiritual shit on the side for in and out, God knows how long. And I was like, okay, what can I offer? What do I want to talk about? I thought about all of my work with star seeds and how it's like a upcoming thing. This is almost 5 years ago now, I guess, 4 years ago. I thought, okay, star seeds struggle with grounding, overwhelm, and their nervous system and feeling lonely. So what am I going to create? Starseed Survival School. Go from surviving on Earth to thriving. Yeah, and I marketed it. And I did 3 open closed door launches and generated over $33,000. So what's another one? I think that's good. Oh, for my Cosmic Kundalini Mastermind, I was like, okay, who could really use Kundalini and how can I help them? And I really focused on women who were driven, but were feeling overwhelmed, lost, not empowered. And I created a Kundalini Yoga Mastermind to create their own daily practice for support, for manifestation skills, for the nervous system, the whole thing. So you see how I can help you figure out how to sell anything. It's not overnight. You just got to start somewhere. I mean, when I came on, I was doing Starseed Survival School, and then I did like angel stuff for a little bit because I said, okay, people want to connect with their angels. Well, why do they want to connect with their angels? Just for funsies? Well, no, usually it's because they either want to do readings themselves, they want to be able to connect with them to get advice in their life, whether it's career moves, whether it's relationship advice. Like, you just have to you go the extra mile to figure out what is the tangible desire. And that's a thing with with the internet too. If you think of like, what is online, what is Instagram, you're making connections with people that you've never met in real life. And there's this subconscious distrust in the internet and people online. And that's healthy. There's a healthy distrust there. So as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as someone who is choosing to offer solution and to gain trust with people in a healthy, normal way, you got to do the work. You got to put in the work. No one owes you anything. I feel like that's something that I see a lot when spiritual practitioners come onto the internet and they think it's just about vibing high, being themselves, and like inspiring. And then they're all butthurt that no one wants to pay them eventually and that it's not working and whatever. It's like, I don't recommend making your business your entire inner world or identity. That's not the point. You know, it really is choosing something, refining it, seeing how, sell it. And you don't have to be stuck in anything. I have a client who she does psychic development. She does psychic work, and we are in a session just talking about how to set up the offers, how to show up more. Because the thing, it is scary to be like, this is my face, I'm selling a spiritual reading, this is what it'll help you with. There's a lot happening, imposter syndrome, blah, blah, blah. But basically we were talking, and after our conversation, I was like, okay, I just figured out like 10 different things that you can sell. Like, use the psychic work, whatever intuitive modality like you're jamming with right now. I think she does clairvoyance. I think really focusing on the clairvoyance. And she's healed, she healed a chronic condition just in the past year with her modality, like channeling and energy work and leaving a stressful job, blah, blah, blah. You could sell that alone. Use the modality and sell the end result of here's a natural way to heal XYZ, right? I mean, then I could, she had this position, she had this specific, she was in finance, and she's a woman in finance, and it was stressful, and gosh, she was in finance for 10 years, so it's like, of course she knows what women in finance, what their pain points are, and she could absolutely create something that helps them maybe feel more regulated in the workplace so that they do perform better, or maybe they get a promotion, or maybe they leave, or maybe they start working for themselves. Who knows? But my point is, we've all got something to sell. And I'm very passionate about women entrepreneurs, or women in general, moving into entrepreneurship, starting to think in that way so that you can create multiple different streams of income and also start to build confidence in your skill set. Even if you're quote unquote just a nanny, you can scale that shit. And I've done it. Another thing with the nannying, after I was in the industry for a while, I was like, okay, pain point is finding a damn good nanny, babysitter for especially younger children. You want someone really special with younger children. So I'm going to interview a bunch, have them in my network, and then pimp them out. Not pimp. Oh God, please don't cancel me. But I would have parents would come. They'd know I had Kirsten's babysitter network. They'd come to me. I need a sitter for this, and I would give them a sitter that matched, and they'd pay me, and I'd get a cut. And you get what I'm saying. I saw a pain point, and I worked my butt off to create something that solves the problem. That's what you're doing when you're selling something. And that is the misunderstanding, I think, that people, especially spiritual practitioners, come on. And it's like a part of us kind of thinks we're above it all. Be honest. Tell me the truth. Is there not a part of you that's like, oh my God, fuck this. I just want to channel and let it be enough? Yeah, well, I don't know. We're human. We're functioning in this society. No one's pressuring you to sell your work online. I think that's a big thing too. It's like confusing to me when creators come on and they're like, nothing's authentic. I used to have reach and now I don't, and I can't even support myself. No one told you to support yourself with your spiritual work. You can. It's possible. I know how to fucking do it. But it's a choice. It's a choice. No one owes you anything. Your audience doesn't owe you likes or attention. Instagram doesn't owe you visibility. Your community doesn't owe you money. No. You got to figure out how you help people, truly. And listen, I know a heart-to-heart spiritual conversation can change someone's life. My readings change people's lives. But the reason that they hit buy isn't because I'm like, find your soul purpose. No one knows what the fuck that means unless I say, find your soul purpose, and it can help you make different job decisions and make more money if you want. Because that's absolutely true. Aligned energy does help you do that. It helps you find the partner. It helps you find the job. It helps you manifest more money. It helps you get more opportunity. It helps you move where you want to move. We have to speak to the lower chakra system. And this was my long-winded answer to, this is what to do if you have nothing to sell. So if you've made it this far, I love you. Cosmic Biz is open. It is a rolling 12-month annual all-access pass, which means there's not a start or an end. If you're listening to this live, it is currently in early bird sale, so there's a little incentive there to DM me, ask me questions, get your butt to the links in the show notes and check it out. But it is going to be open, and you'll see all of the classes and programs that are business oriented roll out. I'm so excited for it. There's a private podcast, by the way, and it's like a interactive audio training series on the podcast, and it's for the newbies, for the beginners. So the first one, it's going to be called Episode 0. And what the F, you got to get set up first, you know? And then we're talking lead magnets. And then I'm going to give you action steps. So over the course of the summer, with this one private podcast series alone, you will have the foundations of your business set up. Okay? We're talking a lead magnet. We're talking starting to understand how to build an audience. We're talking figuring out what you're going to offer, what you're going to sell, content pillars, which really, content pillars and niche, just pick something to sell first. Your niche is who you're helping. Get over yourself and figure out who you are serving. Your business is about serving. And when you serve and you offer effective service, and when you communicate that offer effectively to all parts of their being, Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Manipura, right? Root chakra system, money, sex, ego. That's why we buy stuff. There's nothing wrong with those bottom chakras, right? Isn't that what we all say? And now everyone's little, no, I don't want to talk to the bottom chakras. Well, I thought you said we had to ground and love them, spiritual people. Okay. I love you. I'll see you in Cosmic Biz, bitches.